Everybody, it's Will here. It's July 11th, I believe. Nice warm day in the 80s. It's overcast and it was just sprinkling a little bit. Probably not ideal conditions to go through the hive today, but I want to go through it quickly and try to confirm something. 2 weeks ago I suspected my hive had gone queenless because I didn't see any eggs or really young larvae. Last Saturday I confirmed it because when I went through the hive I counted probably a dozen or more emergency cells. So my goal for today, and they were all capped, so for my goal for today is to go through the hive, see if one of those have emerged, and hopefully I have a virgin queen out there in there. And if I do, that's great. I'll probably leave them alone for 2 weeks so that the queen can go on her mating flights and come back and start laying eggs. If I don't see the queen, a queen, or signs that one has emerged, I'm going to probably have to think about ordering a queen in. I'd rather not, but I may have to. I was thinking about it, even though it's bad that I lost the queen, and I don't think she swarmed off, I think she just died. Even though it's bad I don't have a queen right now, it's kind of good in a way because it's broken the brood cycle of the bees, which means that my mite load should drop off here, because there'll be a couple weeks here without any larvae for the mites to use for breeding. Got an issue with my glove. Okay. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time in here if I don't have to, but I do want to take enough time to see if I do have a queen. It's like I still have some foragers coming in. And a little bit of smoke. Bit of smoke on the top. There's bees up there, so that's encouraging. Hopefully we don't get a downpour as I'm doing this. Check the radar and it doesn't look like it, but with my luck, you never know. And as always, that's glued down like crazy. Oh, that propolis on that inner cover. It's like super glue. Or tar. Alright, real quick, just going to take a peek in this box, see if they've done anything with it. I'm hoping kind of, since there's no queen, that they've gotten busy. Doesn't really look like they've touched this box. I'm going to pull one more frame. Towards the center here. Got bees up here, but they're not doing anything. Alright. Space the box back out. Sorry, that box is kind of high, so you really can't see what I'm doing. Holy cow, I got that one glued. Alright. I know there's honey in this one. I want to take a peek and see how they're doing with the honey. I'm kind of hoping, since there's no queen, that they get bored and actually start packing nectar away. Got some capped honey. That side's capped. This one's pretty heavy. Nectar packed away in there, and they're working on capping it. I might actually end up with a little bit of honey this year. We'll see. I'm going to leave this box on through the dearth. My main thing is getting them to draw the comb, which they're doing on this one. That way, next year, they'll be ready to pack these full. Ooh, that one's heavy. Full of nectar. They're capping the sides. And they're drawing this one. Starting to pack some in there. Now I was curious. This box I set down here, I can hear them getting loud. And typically if you have a queen in the hive and you take a box away from where the queen is, they'll get noisy. So, and there's not many bees in that box. So that, to me, that's kind of encouraging. Maybe I do have a queen, a virgin queen marching around in here. Now, after the queen emerges, it's usually at least 5 days before she makes a mating flight. Wow, that's heavy. And then, if you're lucky, she only has to do one mating flight and be done with it. Otherwise, she'll make multiple flights to mate with enough drone. Usually it's like 10 to 15 drone, and then hopefully she makes it back without being eaten by a bird. Working on that one. All right, so I'm hoping by the time when the fall flow comes that these girls will be cranking on this box and hopefully start drawing comb on the other one. All right, get this put back together. Whoop, I want to do that. Bees don't like to be jarred, obviously. Okay. And you can hear how they, since I kind of jarred that frame, you can hear how they got louder. Pull this off. Add some weight to it. Alright. Taking a look at this excluder. Just to make sure that if the queen is here, she's not on it. Okay. They got super glued down too. I don't think I've ever had, in the other 2 years, I've never had bees glue stuff down as much as these this colony does. Now hear how they got loud now. So that's, again, for me it's kind of encouraging. Alright, so this will be the first of the brood boxes. I'm going to go through, be extra careful here. And I do see bees with pollen coming in. I had a couple scraps of pollen patty I had left in here last week, and I had left them a full patty. I didn't bring any with me this week. Because I figured there's no brood. Okay, carefully pull this one up. Now I'm on the hunt for a possible queen. And it's going to be harder, if I do have one, it's going to be harder to spot, obviously, because she won't be marked. Okay, no sign over there. It's very heavy because it's a honey frame, but I want to look at it anyway because the queen might be on it. I don't see any sign over there. So what I'm looking for is a queen or signs that one has emerged. Cup down there. If you see the queen, let me know. And the other possibility is she very well may be out on a mating flight. Although I'd say the conditions aren't great for it today. So I'm being a little quiet, I'm trying to concentrate. trying to avoid smoking too much because that makes them run, and it's hard enough spotting an unmarked queen without the bees running around like crazy. Alright, so there's a cell. Where is it? Right here. That was an emergency cell, and it looks like they tore it down. So that's encouraging. Because what'll happen is a queen will emerge, and if there's multiple cells, queen cells, she'll run around and kill off the other ones, and then they'll break the cells down. Again, I'm taking extra time. See, here's another emergency cell right here. See how that's broke down, tore off? So that's two cells that way. There's the queen. Boy, she's small. Where'd she go? She's on this frame. I just got a... There she is. Quick glance of her. Yep. Alright, I'm going to put this back together. I'm going to take a picture first of these, and then boy, she is tiny. Trying to get a good photo of her, but to keep covering her up. Let me move her over here. Okay. Move her back. She's actually small enough that she potentially could squeeze through. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I get a good photo of the queen. Okay, surely one of those is a good photo of her. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this back together and release her back in the box from the top. That way I don't chance squishing her, because everything will be back together. All right. Set her up here for now. Smoke these bees down. Come on, bees, get out of the way. I need to grab there. All right. Wow, they are loud. Another photo. Okay. I'll let our queen out. And down she goes. All right. Got a bunch of guard bees that were upset I was shaking the queen around. That's okay. All right. So she's tiny, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to check on the hive for 2 weeks. I'm going to give her time to go out and get mated, and start laying, and then I'll come back and see if there's eggs and larvae. And then if there's eggs and larvae and she gets a little bit bigger, then I'll attempt to catch her and mark her. That way she's easier to spot, because she is tiny. Yep. So there's no need for me to go through the other boxes. I'm actually amazed I spotted her that fast. I was third frame in. Okay. And in the meantime, hopefully these girls keep chugging away at packing nectar in, and we'll be good to go. I'm so happy. Yeah. My mini queen, I should say. Got my mini queen. All right. Okay, good to go. All right, folks. Well, that does it for me this week. Like I said, I'm not going to come back for 2 weeks. Give the queen plenty of time to get mated and start laying. Hopefully the weather cooperates for that. And then we'll be back to check on eggs. So that'll do it. You guys enjoy your weeks to come, and stay safe.